the intellectuals and people in the valley have come together on some of the issues. Like when I interviewed Mr. Okoijam, he said there has to be a unified command under the chief minister. He's a Congress MP. He said that I'm not defending BJP or Biren Singh, I'm defending the constitution. He said there has to be a unified command under the chief minister. So,
See,
so despite from a different political party, people do say the same thing.
bringing the unified command under the chief minister, we should be welcomed by everyone. But what I want to emphasize here, with the things happening across the border, it is not only the unified command, it should be the strategic unified command. When I say strategic unified command, and when you say unified command is the police and paramilitary force, and they will go for maintenance of law and order situation, crackdown against the militants and all. But when I say strategic, in that way, you have to bring in the National Security Advisory Council's members, you have to bring in the IB, you have to bring in the RAW, and it has to be, a very united effort. And where even the three-corps commander, three-corps is the army commander who is responsible for the operational of the troops in Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. The lieutenant general has to come on board, and there has to be a serious effort. Just only unified command cannot just bring down this one. I will tell you one thing. Why? What I believe, what I suspect, why the abrogation of suspension of operation is not announced by the center. The people in the valley are complaining that Assam Rifles and Cookies are staying together, and Assam Rifle is not doing anything when the Cookie attack the Meitei villages. True, it is perfectly true. But at least Assam Rifle can control the Cookie militants. They are kept under near their camps. Once you abrogate this ceasefire, there could be a chance that it can become a Frankenstein monster. And with all these big artillery guns, everything is available in Burma. If once they are out of the shoe, they can go and purchase it and create more havoc. So I think those people in Delhi handling the strategic affairs must be counting this. But the people of Manipur want that the ceasefire with the militants is abrogated and an all-out operation is begun against the Kuki militant. This is the wanting of the people. But why center is not doing that? They must be having a different logic. We have to understand the difficulty. It's very, very complex. When I say we are becoming a mini Sri Lanka, there are certain things I cannot speak to you even in television studio, because cookies have been used by Assam Rifles maybe for different reasons, maybe for other things also. And where does the India stand in this present conflict in Myanmar? We have lose out, in Sheikh Hasina, our friend has been thrown out in Bangladesh. And see, in Burma, we are still saying it is the internal affairs of Myanmar, that the civil war, but it is coming, this
But
is very...
But Mr. Sunil, it begets a question, which is that I don't think this tension, violence was born on May 3rd, 2023. There must have been something happening which was not noticed by the national press, which was not reported by national media, but must have been happening for last 7-8 years, that a monster was born on May 3rd, 2023. I mean, so there has to be a series of things which were not noticed.
See, let me just give 1 minute on the Burma issue. What you said is very right. It must be happening quite 7-8 years back. Okay. The China is backing the military junta and also backing some of the militant outfits which operate along the Chinese border. Now, initially after helping these militant groups, they are trying to bring these militant groups in talks with the military junta. And then all this aeroplane, fighter aircraft, bombs, tanks, everything is being supplied by with the China. On the other hand, you have the American intelligence operating in Thailand. We have seen some marine commanders, generals operating in Thailand. And the latest weapon, American rifles used by American Army, have found its way in Churachandpur district of Manipur. How? It means some of the pro-democracy rebels of Burma has been, the arms have been supplied from the Western countries, and those pro-democracy fighters, Burmese fighter in Manipur, in this Nagaland area, seems to be cookies of Myanmar. It comes through them. There is an outfit called PDF, People Democratic Front. So you have a PDF in Thailand border, PDF in Indian border. Indian border PDFs are mostly Chin cookies. So this weapon supply has come, and some of the weapon has leaked into the Manipur. So it is said, very easily said, but things are very, very complex. So we have to put like we do in the LSC with the Kashmir. We have to make our border very, very tight security along the border. Otherwise, nothing can do it. See, I will here.
Sunil, there has to be, but Sunil, since it's a political discussion, there has to be an engagement with the leadership other side. I understand that there has been no position from the Kuki leadership which may accommodate the other point. Right now, both the positions are vertical. Like, for example, there is no flexibility being shown on the issue of separate administration. When I started covering this, last year it was 6th schedule. It suddenly turned into separate administration in union territory. I have seen it myself. So, the vertical positions have not bended. So, an issue which has to do with ethnicity, and when people are involved, what sort of a political process should come into play apart from all the national security tools that should be deployed? For example, strong border, destruction of poppy, destruction of drug trade, NRC. There is no disagreement. There is no disagreement on that. I believe that all those things should happen, but then I think it has to be coupled with a political play.
See, there has to be discussion between the government of Manipur and the Kuki CSO leaders in order to try to bring an amicable solution. Biren Singh have started. We can't say it has failed or succeed. It's too early to say, because in this type of ethnic conflict we have seen in
I'll give him benefit of doubt. I'll give Biren Singh benefit of doubt. He did start it, but the other party, he did start. Biren Singh did start it. The larger party dissolved it, the local unit. See, when I called Michael Haukip to my show, Michael Haukip, from the Thadu tribe, he said the same thing to me. He sat here with me.
See, I'll tell you, there was a mistake from the government side. What was the mistake? After initiating the talks, Chief Minister should not have announced that the talks have begun. This type of talks are very very secretive. Those ever MLAs who came to meet the emissary of the Chief Minister, they have also risked their position and life.